Hey everybody, Synyster Skater here, and I have some news to share with you on the upcoming games that were shared and revealed during the E3 press conferences that were yesterday. So if you don't know what E3 is, just a little brief real quick. Basically, once a year in the beginning of June, it's this giant gaming convention where all the developing studios, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, anything gaming related, all come to this one place and share what they're working on, their upcoming games, and this is where a lot of games are revealed, like yesterday's Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, where we got to have our first look at the real gameplay. So throughout the whole week, they have their little booths where you can go and demo and watch the game. You can actually play it firsthand there. And then at the beginning, they have their press conferences. And this year, they had Microsoft, Nintendo, Sony, EA, and Ubisoft all have their press conferences where basically they got a stage and they got to show everything they wanted to. I'm going to be covering Microsoft today. Hopefully EA and Ubisoft and Sony also later today in 2 other separate videos, but I'm not sure because my internet decided to go crappy. That's why my video from yesterday was up at like 3 in the morning my time. But anyway, without wasting your time anymore, let's get into Microsoft's press conference. Now, unlike last year where they basically focused everything on the Xbox One and all the features that it could do, this year they just focused all on the games and showed games only. Didn't really talk about the Xbox One or Xbox 360 at all. So some of the highlights from the games, oh my gosh, I'm just going to start off with probably the best one right here, was the Halo. They showed some trailers from the Halo 5 Guardians, which is going to be coming out in 2015. The story's about finding himself and some truth and his personal journey with someone else and all this other stuff. Didn't tell us too much, but that led into this giant, awesome information and news that's going to be coming November 11th this year, and that is Halo Master Chief Collection. And this thing is insane. It's going to be for Xbox One, and it's going to be all on one disc. You're going to have Halo Combat, which is the first Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, and Halo 4 all on one disc. Everything unlocked, and you can create all your custom playlists and go through the whole story and play and learn the whole Halo story and have every single game in one disc, which is crazy. I never got into Halo because I started playing Xbox and video games around late in the Black Ops 1 cycle. So I never really got into Halo, but I'm definitely going to be getting this and getting into it. They have the Halo 2. They retouched that game for it's this year's the 10-year anniversary, so they retouched the whole game, and you can choose to play the classic game or the new retouched version. And they bringing back the Halo 2 multiplayer to be the exact same as it was back in the day. They took 6 maps and recreated them, and it has every single multiplayer map ever in the game. And you get to play these things on their original engines in 1080p at 60 frames per second on dedicated servers. And then also with all that, you get 4,000 gamer score, which was shipped in the whole package. Plus, you get the Halo Nightfall TV series in it, plus access to the Halo 5 beta, all in this one Halo Master Chief Collection Edition. And I was thinking, I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to get this. I'm finally going to get into Halo. This is awesome. This is the highlight of the whole Microsoft press conference. And I'm like, dang, actually, what I think about it? It's going to be like $200 or something like that. No, guess how much it is? It's the standard $60 for a video game. So you're getting all that I just mentioned for $60 freaking dollars. That is, even if you don't play Halo, even if you don't even have an Xbox One, I'd just freaking buy it because it's a steal. I hope they're not going to change anything. It's going to be awesome, as they say it is, because that is just insane. That's probably the highlight of the whole Microsoft press conference. And yeah, I was really excited for that. Now, on to some other games that were the highlights of the press conference. They showed Assassin's Creed Unity, which is the next Assassin's Creed installment. It's going to be the first next-gen only Assassin's Creed game. And Unity, as it's in the title, they're bringing 4-player co-op into the game so you can play with other friends and do your little story mode. Run around with your buddies and do your Assassin's Creed thing. I never really played it, so I don't know what exactly you do in it, but it does look pretty cool. Interests me. Another game was Sunset Overdrive, which is an Xbox exclusive. It has this young kind of teenager, young adult appeal to it. This crazy cartoonish game, if you don't know what it is. It's cartoonish style. The trailer was actually kind of funny. It seemed like it was this Call of Duty game trailer, and then it changed to this crazy little cartoon dude walking around just kind of having a ball by himself. They have firework kind of cartoon explosions, and there was like, I don't know, it was like this virus that took over the city and everyone's turning into mutants. So I guess the object of the game is to kill all the mutants while you do this crazy explosion stuff. It looked pretty crazy, very colorful. You know, I like my colors, so that seemed awesome. They showed off Forza Horizon 2. They announced that that'll be coming later this year. They also announced a new track for Forza Motorsports 5. And within this new Forza, you know, a lot of the games they announced, you know, everything's gonna have their new features, especially these sequel things. Forza, they have like this new dynamic weather, so the weather changes a lot. Day and night cycle, I think it syncs in with where you are on the real day and night. I'm not sure. More cars, you know, this typical stuff like that. And then the other game that seemed to be a highlight and a lot of people were talking about and interest to me was Evolve. And this is from the creators of Left 4 Dead. This seems to be a multiplayer only game where it's 4v1. 4 soldiers versus 1 monster, 5-player multiplayer matches. And it just seemed very chaotic. You have 4 different classes like the assault, medic, support who's supposed to like keep the team alive, and this trapper who's supposed to trap the monster. And I watched some behind the scenes footage and all of this. Seems like there's a bunch of different monsters and it's just this multiplayer game. It's kind of scary looking, very chaotic. And basically you work together as your 4 soldier squad mates and try to take down the one giant monster who has all these special abilities. He's really strong. He can summon all these other little monsters. And, you know, kind of has that Left 4 Dead kind of scary feel to it. And it seemed to appeal to a lot of people. Now, those seem to be the highlights of the game. They also did announce and show a bunch of other games. I'm going to start listing them right here, so you guys just know that, you know, they had the Dragon Age Inquisition, which seemed to be like this Infinity Blade type game. Had those in multiple presentations. Fable Legends, Project Spark again. That's free to the public right now. Actually, that's what's in this gameplay right now. Is playing a little Project Spark. And this game called Ori, game called Inside, showed off a bunch of indie games and how indie games are going to start coming to Xbox One and be a big thing. Rise of Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider seems to be a big game. It doesn't interest me. They didn't show too many gameplays. It was just trailers. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt seemed like a weird game. Phantom Dust they're bringing back. Apparently this was an original Xbox game, so they recreated that. They announced The Division. I'll be talking more about that in a video, hopefully later on in the Ubisoft presentation. That game looks really sick. They had Scalebound, Crackdown, which is a reimagined version. That was another original Xbox game. I think that was it. There might have been a couple more, but that's all you need to know for the E3 conference if you didn't want to watch it. If you do want to check it out and check out trailers, I will link the conference down below in the description. And I will link you to a channel where they have all the trailers from E3 that were just released. Every single one of them. So if you want to check out anything, you can go there and see for yourself. But that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed and are psyched for Halo, because Halo was the highlight of the whole freaking conference. I'm really excited for that. Of course, Call of Duty too, but I did a separate video for that yesterday. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you guys later on today if my internet doesn't go crappy. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.